Now sit back and enjoy your ride to River City, Iowa.
You're crazy with the heat. Credit's no good for a notion salesman.
What? Oh, what?
Why not? What's the matter with credit?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an end bill salesman. Your firm give credit?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else.
River City. River City.
Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the button hood.
Cash for the cotton goods. Cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the fancy goods.
Cash for the noggins and the chickens and the pretties.
Cash for the hogshead, cask and demijohn. Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the fly paper.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk?
You can talk, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, 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 you can talk, you can talk, you can talk, 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 bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you wanna, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. But you gotta know the territory.
Why's the Model T Ford made the trouble, made the people want to go, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles to the county seat.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize the little bitty 2x4 kind of store anymore?
What do you talk? What do you talk? Where do you get it? Not the Model T at all. Take your gander at the store, at the modern store, at the present day store, at the present day modern T part of middle life grocery store. What do you talk? 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 Where do you get it? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? Where do you get it?
You can talk, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk. You can talk, 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 bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk like you wanna, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. But you gotta know the territory.
Why is the union a biscuit made the trouble? You need to put the crackers in the package, The union a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package made the Cracker Barrel obsolete.
Obsolete.
Cracker Barrel went out with the Alcohol truck plus John by the stove. Changed the approach of the travel to the salesman. It's pretty hard.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. But you gotta know the territory.
Gone.
Gone with the hogshead, casket, and demijohn. Gone with the sugar barrel, pickle bill, and milk pan. Gone with the tub and the pan and the tears.
Ever meet a fellow by the name of Hill?
Hill?
Just a minute. Never heard any salesman Hill.
Now, he doesn't know the territory. Doesn't know the territory?
What's the fella's line?
Never worries about his line. Never worries about his line?
Or the Cracker Barrel being obsolete, or the you need a biscuit in the airtight sanitary package, or the Model T Ford.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line?
Or a doggone thing. He's just a bang, beef, bell ringing, big hog, great goat, neck or nothing, rip roaring, every time bullseye salesman. That's Sir Harold Hill, Harold Hill.
What's the line?
He's a fake, and he doesn't know the territory. Look, what do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the rat-tat drums and the big brass bass. And the piccolo uniform too, with shiny gold braid on the coat and long red stripe.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Mandolin picks, perhaps, and here and there a Jew's harp.
No, the man sells bands, boys' bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dallies and he gathers and he plucks and he shines, and when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory.
River City, just across the state line in Iowa. River City, population 2,200 about. See, aggressively good in the state. What?
All right. If you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Hill?
Never saw him in my life, but I can tell you this much. He's giving every one of us a black eye. After he's worked the town over, the next salesman to arrive gets automatically target feathered and sent out of city limits on the rail. Think that's funny? Wait till it happens to you. Your hair never grows back.
Well, why should he get rode out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach the kids to play.
Well,
And to turn them kids into a band with himself as the leader,
What's wrong with that?
he doesn't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. And he doesn't know a bass drum from a pipe organ. Swindling 2-bit thimble rigger. When I get my hands on him, I'll squeal on him so loud.
Wow, you're mad, Charlie. I'd sure like to be around when you finally catch up with them.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Harold Hill wouldn't try to sell these national rock guys out here.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I caught your name.
Don't believe I dropped it.
It is, if you want to go around in your drawers all day.
And there I was, in Madison Hospital, and nobody come to see me. Because then Will never come, Aunt Bertha never come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. She would have come anyway.
Mr. Squires. Yes, I'm interested in the rig for Sunday if you could accommodate me.
Then I expect you ought to talk to the man in charge of hiring rigs. It was late as usual.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, Gregory! Marcellus! You old son of a gun! What? Greg, Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill. But Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming? Didn't know it was myself. Besides, how did I know you'd end up in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when you were in business with me. Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl, Ethel Toffmeyer, boss's niece. Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good. So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business. I heard you was in steam automobiles. I was. What happened? Someone actually invented one. No. Now give me the lowdown here, Mars. Well, Greg, you'll never get anywhere in the band business with these stubborn Iowans. Besides, we got a music teacher here who'll expose you before you get your grip unpacked. Male or female? The music teacher? She's a librarian. Female. Perfect. That's just what I wanted to hear. She passes by, point her out to me. I will. So how are you gonna start the pitch? Same old way. Keep that music teacher off balance. Then my next step will be to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in. River City isn't in any trouble. Then I'll have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a boys' band. You remember. Now what's new around here, Mars? What can I use? Nothing. Except the billiard parlor just put in a new pool table. They never had a pool table here before? No, only billiards. Perfect, that'll do. See you later, Mars. And remember, music teacher, music teacher. Ah, you're Mr. Dunlop.
Yep.
While either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disasters indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community, well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm really proud to your mind. Proud to say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Have good of it a horse sense, with a cool head and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try giving an iron leave to yourself from a three-railed beard shot? Well, just as I say judgment, brains, maturity, scorn a balk-land game, I say that ain't boo. Taking shovel ball in that pocket. And I call that sloth. First accept from the rope to the depths of day, say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pitchback suit. And listen to something out of town Jasper, hear him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome tribe race, no, but a race where they sit down and ride on a horse. I see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on Dan Patch, make your blood boil, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B, and that rhymes with B, and that stands for fool. And all week long, River City used to be frittering away, said, your young men will be frittering. Frittering away their noontime, supper time, toward time too. Get the ball in the pocket, never mind getting dandelions, pulled, screen or patch, and the beefsteak counter. Never mind pumping in water till your parents are caught with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Yes, I'm talking lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the Knickerbocker, sure tell you. Picking in the pool, oh, what do I have to do? We got trouble. Folks right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now, I know all you folks are the right young parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? They'll be trying out people, trying out QFs, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette fiends, and bragging all about how they're going to cover up a telltale breath with citizens. One fine night, they leave the pool hall, head for the dance of the army, libertine men in scarlet women, and ragtime, changing this music to drag your son and your daughter to the arms of the jungle, animal instinct, hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground trouble. Right here in River City. With a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Mothers of River City, heed the warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn crib? Is he starting to memorize jokes out of Captain Billy's whiz bang? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell and soldier old man. Well, if so, my friend, you got trouble. Right here in River City. With a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule. Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That game with the 15 number balls. Oh, yes, we've got trouble, trouble, trouble. With a T. Got a ring with a B. That stands for pool. Did you drop your...
No.
Didn't I meet you in...
No.
I'll only be in town for a short time.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't remember the library being open this late last 4th of July.
It was, Mama. All evening. Mama, a man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh, who?
I've never seen him before.
Did he say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. Now don't dawdle in rooms. So don't R-A-T-P, a little slower. Please keep the fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
It wouldn't have hurt you to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither is anyone else in this town.
There we go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of river city people. It didn't fall too much apart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I cannot my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But, darling, he's got a husband and you've got none. Why should you take advice from you? Even if you can't quote Balzac and Shakespeare and all another life in dream.
Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
No, I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about that stranger.
What stranger?
The suitcase, maybe, or very last chance.
Mama, do you think that I'd allow a common national? Really, Mama, I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
All about your standards, you don't mind mistakes. And there's not a man alive who can hope to measure up to that blended Paul Bunyan, St. Patrick, Nolan, Webster. You can count it for yourself. I admire your imagination. I always understand your library full of books.
Well, that is the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I?
May I have a drink, please?
You may.
Winthrop, where have you been? Is that a way to walk into the house?
Hello.
I'll have a kiss if you please. Well, the lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop. I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would especially like it very much if you'd come. Winthrop?
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked you to a party. Are you going, aren't you?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his lisp. He's ashamed.
You know all about his list, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
Betty won't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. Amaryllis. He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lisps?
It's not only because he lisps. That's just part of it, Amaryllis.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he doesn't talk very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No. We all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me. But I talk to him every night. I say goodnight to him on the Evening Star. You have to do it the very second you see him, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
Oh, there, darling. Don't cry. You have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never! I would have an old maid like you! I'm sorry, Miss Marion. Can I play my crosshand piece now?
May I?
May I play my crosshand piece now?
You may.
You see, without a sweetheart, you're going to say goodnight to on the Evening Star.
I know, Amaryllis. For the time being, just say goodnight, my someone. You can put the name in when the right someone comes along.
Okay, I guess it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I may play my crosshand piece.
are all very grateful to my wife, Eulalie McKechnie-Shin, for leading the singing. And to J.C. Squires for his fine stereopticon slides. And to Ethel Toffelmeyer, our fine player piano. As the mayor of River City, I welcome you, fellow River citizens, to the 4th of July exercises, set up here in Madison Gymnasium, account the weather. Fourscore. The school board will now present a patriotic tableau. The school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreements about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the Watarn-Yi girls of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present a spectacle, My Wife, in which my wife, Eulalie McKechnie-Shin, will take a leading part.
What are you? I will now count to 20 in Indian tongue. 18 feather.
Who set off that cracker?
Yes, it was Tommy Gillis.
Tommy Gillis, I wouldn't leave if I was you.
Mrs. Shin will recover. No thanks to a certain young ruffian who is a disgrace to our city. Fourscore. The Payne's fireworks spectacle, last days of Pompeii, will take place, provided the rain stops by 9:30. It'll be out to Madison Picnic Park in the Farm Meadow, across the creek from the pest house.
How could it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict fair?
Sure did, Ewart. That's why we all prepared for a storm.
Gazette's accurate most of the time, you know it, JC.
You wouldn't last long in the banking business, being accurate most of the time.
Order!
Number it's late again tonight.
I mark her early.
She's late, all right.
She's right on time. Smack if you want.
Are you members of the school board bickering in public?
All in the world, I said.
Never mind. Fourscore.
We heard there was a pool table in town.
Now, just a minute. Will you allow me to get on with the exercises?
We don't want exercise, dude. We just pulled it around celebrate.
Let's protect our children.
Yeah.
Resist sin and corruption.
Yes.
Smite the devil and keep our boys pure. Friends, may I have your attention, please? Your attention, please. I can deal with this trouble, friends, who wear the weight of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how can any pool table but hope to compete with a gold trombone? Remember, my friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, beard, Paul walls come tumbling down. Oh, a band would do it, my friends. Yes, I mean a boys band, you hear me? I say River City's gotta have a boys band. I mean, she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand, and River City's gotta have a boys band. As sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's gonna be your uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll hear the glimmer of crashing cymbals, and you'll hear the thunder of rolling drums, and the shimmer of trumpets. Tum-ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to electric drill I once enjoyed. When Gilmo, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the same historic day. 76 drumbones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos with
trombones caught the moving sign with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper-bottomed timpani and horse platoon, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double bell euphoniums and big bassoons, each bassoon having a big fat say. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters would improvise a full octave higher than a score.
PCHS. That man is a spellbinder. Well, I haven't seen either people get so excited since the night Frank got to the Strangular Lewis like flat on the map for 3.5 hours without moving a muscle. Never mind. I wanted to credentials. Grab that hoodlum! He almost blew up his shame!
Thank you, Professor. Have to make an example of him. Ringleader, you know. What he does, the gang does.
Julie Klein, let me go!
You wild kid yet? Hanging around my oldest girl? His father's one of them laborers south of town. You wild kid yet? Tagging down Main Street after my oldest girl last Sunday?
I wasn't here to tag you.
Don't you contradict me?
We was just walking together, Julie Klein!
You watch your phraseology. You stay away from my oldest girl, or you'll hear from me till who laid the rails. Hill, I'll talk to you Monday morning about this band thing. 10 o'clock, sharp. Men, I want that spellbinder's credentials.
Constable, I'll be responsible for the boy.
Oh, you don't know this kid. He's tough and he's got a gang waiting outside.
Oh, I'll be careful. Tommy likes to talk to you about the band.
Oh, gee, Professor, that's for the little kids.
I'm not talking about you being in the band. You're mechanically minded, aren't you? You ever do anything with perpetual motion?
Nearly had it a couple times.
You did? Then you're my man. Do you realize nobody has ever invented a music holder for a marching piccolo player? Nowhere to hold the music.
Julie Klein? Wonder where I can get some wire from.
Look in your salary. That's where people usually keep wire. Oh, Tommy.
Yes, sir?
Now, Constable, I'll show you how to break up a gang. Oh, young lady. Oh, miss. What's your name?
Zanita, I didn't have any idea you was beckoning to me. Guys.
Do you know Tommy Gilis?
Well,
Tommy, this is Anita. Escort the young lady home.
only accepting I'm not going home. I have to go to the library. You guys.
Then escort the young lady home by way of the library. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir.
You guys.
Well, Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow. Made a couple mistakes, though.
Oh?
Happens to own the billiard parlor and that new pool table.
Oh. What was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest girl.
Professor Hill, we need your credentials. We're the school board.
Academic certificates. Nothing of the kind.
Letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond.
Wait, what am I hearing? Say. Ice cream.
Ice cream, but I don't see if that's what you said.
All right, talk then. Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
See? Seeing is only the same talking. Now you.
Ice cream.
Now you. Right here. Ice cream. Now you, sir. Ice cream. From now on, ladies, you'll never see one of those men without the other three.
Professor Hill, you're wrong, boy. Those men hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
How can there be
Any sin insincere? Where is the good in goodbye and goodbye? Your apprehensions confuse me here, puzzled and mystified. Mystified, tell me what can be fair in farewell, dear, while one single star shines out above. How can there be any sin insincere? Aren't we sincerely in love? Oh, we're in love.
I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No.
I have some wonderful caramels over at the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college do they give out degrees for annoying women on the street like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall?
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of Lot 5.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? Another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked to some of the people in this town, and I think it only fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books that may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Marcellus, don't call me Greg. Scrumptious. 8 out of my hand the minute I tip my hat.
She did. Before you got sloth tonight. Even I thought you were something about leaving the band. Just like that band kind of fell back out.
Yeah. Oh, kid stuff. I'm in rare form these days, son. Just keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks. 4 weeks, 10 days.
Still does. Takes 4 weeks for the uniforms.
Oh, no. Greg, you haven't had uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But you didn't have yourself off, Professor. I'm not running 4 weeks.
Mars, I have this revolutionary new method called the Think System, where you don't have to bother with notes. But when the uniforms arrive, they'll forget all of that. At least long enough for me to collect and leave. Oh, it's a refined operation, son. I've got it timed down to the last wave of the brakeman's hand on his last train out of town. And now, Mr. Washburn, if you'll excuse me. Well, oh, no wide-eyed, ear, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of gal spins webs, no spider ever. Listen, boy, a gal who trades on all that purity merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she will file refers to marching down the aisle, no golden, glorious, gleaming, pristine goddess. No, sir, for no Diana do I play fawn. I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss, how could ignorance be compared to bliss? I spark, I fizz, for the lady who knows what time it is. I cheer, I rave, for the virtue I'm too late to save. The sadder but wiser girl for me. No bright-eyed, blushing, breathless baby doll baby. No, sir, that kind of child ties knots no sailor ever knew. I prefer to take a chance on a more adult romance. No, to a young pursuit keeps resisting. All the time she keeps insisting. No wide, eager, wholesome, innocent female. No, sir, for she's a fisherman, I'm the fish you see. I flinch, I shy, when the last with a delicate air goes by. I smile, I grin, when the gal with a touch of sin walks in. I hope, I pray, for Esther to win just one more A. The sadder but wiser girl's a girl for me. Sadder but wiser girl for me.
Everybody's so excited about the band.
Oh, I'm at the Hallmark. You know, girls. Mrs. Squires and Mrs. Kingston. Of course, to meet you, Lady Louise Vacation, our mayor. Isn't it exciting, Lady? Oh, I couldn't say. I could not say. Oh, no, I could not say at this time. Surely my husband will wish to investigate. Perhaps they're reticent. Yes, I'm reticent.
Of course, Mrs. Shin. But you see, part of my music plan includes a committee on the dance. No, wait, Mrs. Shin, your foot. The way you raised it just now.
Oh, yes. Well, I have a bunny here that
Oh, what grace! What natural flow of rhythm! What expression of line and movement!
Mr. Hill!
You must accept the chairmanship for the Ladies' Auxiliary for the classic dance. Mustn't you, ladies?
Yes, of course we do.
Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, bespeaks God's art. Will you say you will, Mrs. Shin?
You Lady McKechnie Shin. That is dancing well.
Then you'll accept?
Yes, and I
Thank you. And now, the young lady who plays the piano, Maier, I believe. After all, she is a librarian. Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital. That Maier Madison?
Exactly. Who think he was anyway?
Well, I should say, show off. Gave the town library too, didn't he?
That's just it. When he died in the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her. She was seen going and coming from his place.
Oh yes, that woman made.
It's all right. I know everything, and it doesn't make any difference.
What are you talking about?
You were probably very young. Anybody can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations, please. I'll only be in town for a short time, and a sadder and wiser girl for me.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
I have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The librarian.
What, please?
The librarian. You're not listening, Marion. Look. Marbles. 6 sillies, 8 Aggies, and a dozen Peewees, and 1 big classic with an American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop on it.
No!
Shh. Madam Librarian. What can I do? My duty to catch your ear. I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, heaven help us if the library caught on fire and the volunteer hose brigade had to whisper the news to Marion. Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian, Marion. And I busted my whatchamacallit. I could lie on your floor and notice so my body had turned to green. Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man could see it. In the moonlight, and a fellow knew that his dog had been a song in the moonlight, helping her. But when I tried in here to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian, Marion, it's a long lost cause I can never win. For the civilized world accepts as a criminal sin. Talking loud with any librarian. Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian is a long lost cause I can never win. But civilized world accepts it, no sin. And he's talking loud with every librarian, such as Marian. Madam Librarian. Ladies dance communities Tuesday nights. Marshmallow? Mr. Maier, your hand.
What? What?
The spread of your little finger. It's hereditary.
Oh, it is? What does that mean?
It means your son's little finger is perfectly situated to operate the spit valve on a B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that good?
Good? It means America has at last produced an artist who can flugel a minute waltz in 50 seconds.
Where can I get one of those horns?
Sign here, Mr. Maier. That'll be $15 import fee.
Well, of course. Just think I could have missed this hole. I haven't got any son. You unscrupulous blew my night. Never mind. Be down to City Hall with your papers by 3 o'clock.
You mean this afternoon?
Couldn't make myself plainer if I was a Quaker on his day off.
Why, Mrs. Prue, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
If your son has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles, by George, not that it could ever be really great, you understand, but...
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, you see, all the great cornet players were Irish. O. Clark, O. Mendez, O. Klein.
But Professor, we are Irish.
No, really? Well, that clinches it. Sign here, Mrs. Prue. Your boy was born to play the cornet. Fine. That'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing more due until the first installment, payable at the opening of band practice. Thank you. And now I may need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son. Why, yes, there's the uniform. And there won't be a penny due until delivery, which gives him 4 weeks to enjoy, to anticipate, to imagine. Never let the demands of tomorrow interfere with the pleasures and excitements of today.
Would it have
A stripe? Certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe on either side. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day, even to us. If anyone can get him to play in the band, they'll have St. Michael's own way with him. If anyone can get him to play in the band, I'll bet you can. Out of a crowd, I pick you for a hod carrying, clay pipe smoking, shamrock wearing, harp playing, mamarine pinching, terror's minstrel hall singing Irishman. Be gob and be jabbers. Where are you from, me boy?
Gary, Indiana.
I knew it. Gary. Where'd you say again?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Why, yes, gold medal class of odd 5. How do you do, Miss Prue?
How to do, Mr. Hill?
Why, Prue. Of course. I thought the name sounded familiar. I've tried to see you since the other night, but...
He wants to put Winthrop in the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
But Marion! He might have his father's musical gift. He does have me jaw, you know.
Oh, your husband musical? Well, I'd sure like to have a talk with him.
Do you burst in on everyone's home like this, prying into personal affairs? We're not interested.
Marion.
Why, that's 1 for and 1 against. Why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all the more reason why your brother should have a thing like this.
My brother's a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. As to your musical tricks, why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches with glass studs and rings?
Musical tricks? Why, Miss Marion, I get the feeling she likes the idea. A little cautious, perhaps, but I admire that in a woman. Just keep me alive and I'll be back later in the week.
Oh, Professor, about the boy's measurements. I make all of his clothes. Sleeve 21, waist 18, and crotch 14.
Thank you. That's all I need. Now I must get back to the hotel.
Professor, I do hope you'll excuse Marion. She's not really
Oh, don't worry about a thing. I'm sure at heart she's as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, Whitford.
Has he gone?
He has, and I hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think of your future teacher. Gary Conservatory, class of Bach 5. Now, darling.
Now, Mama, surely a girl's future doesn't depend on encouraging every fast-talking, self-centered, traveling man who comes to town. And the fact that he claims his commodity on music does not, in this case, impress me.
All right, darling, all right. Only, it's a well-known principle that if you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in another, you won't strike much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop! Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Grubb for the book I set aside. It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large brown volume with black corners.
Do I have to?
You won't have to talk to anyone. I have it all written down. Thank you, dear.
Now, what are you up to? Why need a book at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling the Indiana Journal may pokes up large holes in the professor's claims.
I give up. At your age, if you don't mind my asking, what kind of white knight do you expect to come riding along?
Well, I'm not waiting for Luther Grider, who backs me into the ancient history shelf every time he comes into the library.
He does?
And Ed Gammon in that buggy of his with the removable back seat. But I'm not waiting for a man in shining white armor either.
Then meet me after supper.
I can't. It's Upward League night. Meet you where?
The footbridge.
Don't you see? Isn't that just what I said? Last time the lumberyard and now the footbridge. And where will you meet me after that? The Black Hole of Calcutta? You guys!
I only want to show you my invention.
What invention?
My music holder for a marching piccolo player. It has a couple minor flaws, see? When you hold it tight enough to keep the music steady, you cut off the circulation. You can barely wiggle your fingers. Meanwhile, you could go blind.
Mommy, it's Papa.
Is that the first thing I said or not?
Yes, George.
Yes, the very first thing I said, or I'll eat hay with the horse. Get that spellbind credentials, I said, on the morning of July 4th, 1912. And now look. My wife's all off singing at any and all hours of the night instead of in the home.
Oh, but John.
School board singing up the street and down alley. My oldest girl's doodling around with some wild kid from the wrong side of town. And my business has fallen so far off, I can't find the balance sheet.
Mission! I found some very interesting information in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater.
His who?
His university.
Oh, I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can ever get out of him. Gary Conservatory, class of odd 5.
If you'll just take some time to read a little bit about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look any further. It's on page... Let me find it.
Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming up the depot.
A likely story at this hour of the day. Nonsense. The Wells Fargo